Namaha. Today we are going to learn chapter number 9 Viruddharthakaha part 1. Here we are going to discuss antonyms from lesson number 1 to 10. First of all, our daily duty. Sangachatvam samvadatvam samvo manansi janatam devabhagam यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् आपत्सु राम समरेषु भीम दानेषु कर्णश्च नयेषु कृष्ण भीष्मप्रतिज्ञा परिपालनेषु विक्रान्तकार्येषु भवाञ्जनेय. Now here we go. First antonyms from lesson number 1 to 3. First word is Madhumati. Madhumati means sweet. And what is the antonym? Katvi. Katvi means bitter. Here we can see ice cream. How is ice cream? Madhumati. And medicine. How is medicine? Katvi. Now next. Second word is Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya means fearless. Here we can see the picture of soldier, fearless. And Sabhaya. Sabhaya means scared. Here we can see picture of scared person, darelo. Clear? Now third one is Niramayah. Niramayah means healthy. And Rugnaha means diseased. Then fourth one Punyam. Punyam means merits. And Duritam is Papam. Papam means what? Evils. So Punyam, Duritam. Next is Utpannam. Utpannam means born. B-O-R-N, born. And Anutpannam means unborn. Then sixth one Apadam. Apadam means adversity. And Sampadam means prosperity. Then seventh is Visham. Here we can see Visham, Lord Shiv is drinking unbearable poison at the time of Samudra Manthan. Then what is the antonym of Visham? Amritam. Here we can see Amritam in the hand of Bhagwan Dhanvantri, who is the profounder of Ayurveda, who came out of ocean at the time of Samudra Manthan, holding Amrut Kumbh in his hand. Thereafter we will go through this, we will watch this story related to Samudra Manthan. Now next is Balaha. Balaha means child. And what is the antonym? Sthaviraha. Sthaviraha means old. Next is Shuddham. Shuddham means pure. And Malinam means dirty, impure. Then next is Durjanaha. Here we can see Durjanaha, bad person. And what is the antonym of Durjanaha? Sadhu. Sadhu means good person. Next. Next. Now antonyms from lesson number 4 to 6. First is Ardhaha. Ardhaha means half. And Purnam means full. Here we can see full glass of water. And here half glass of water. Ardhaha, Purnam. Then next is Kruraha. Kruraha means cruel, heartless. And Akruraha means kind. Then next is Anaryaha. Anaryaha means uncultured and Aryaha means cultured. How were Kauravas? Anaryah. How were Pandavas? Aryah. Then next is Swakiyam. Swakiyam means potanu, own, O-W-N, own. And Parkiyam means alien, Parku, Bijanu, others. Then next Prabhutam. Prabhutam means much and Alpam means less. Here we can see in the picture the leaves of tree, here Prabhutam and here less. Now next. Next is Guruhu. Guruhu means big. And what is the antonym of Guruhu? Laguhu. Laguhu means small. Here also we can see big, small. Now next. Patanam, Utthanam. So Patanam means fall and Utthanam means what? Rise. Patanam, an antonym of Patanam is rise. Then next is Krayaha. Krayaha means buying and Vikrayaha means selling. Last one is Nimajjanti. Nimajjanti means drowning, sinking. Here we can see the picture of drowning sheep and drowning sheep is there, a drowning person is there, and here we can see swimming birds, taranti. So Nimajjanti, what is the antonym? Taranti. Now antonyms from lesson number 7 to 10. First is Adaha. What is the antonym? Upri. Adaha means down, downward, and Upri means up. Here we can see the picture down and up. Adaha, Upri. Then next one is Chaya. Chaya means shade. Here we can see shade. And what is the antonym of shade? Sunshine. So Dhoop Chhav. Here also we can see both Chaya and here Atapa. Next is Daivam. Daivam means luck, Nasib, Bhagya. And what is the antonym? Udyamam. Udyamam means hard work. That is why it is rightly said that success is 99% hard work and 1% luck. Now next, Anurupam. Anurupam means suitable and Ananurupam means which is not suitable. Aropyate. Aropyate means is placed. Nipatyate means is made to fall down. Aropyate means rakhna and nipatyate means niche girana. Next, Jadaha. Jadaha means inanimate, nirjiv, lifeless, non-living, and Sachetanaha means living beings, animate. Then 7 is Bahudha. Bahudha means of various kind of, and Ekda means of one kind. So how is Indian culture? Indian culture and costume, our dressing style is Bahudha, that we can see here. And how is Western culture? How is its dressing style? Ekdha, monotonous. So our culture is multiple culture, composite culture. So our culture is Bahudha. And how is Western culture? Western culture is Ekdha, monotonous. Then next is Chakshusman. Chakshusman means one having eyes. Here we can see. And Andhaha. Andhaha means blind. Chakshusman, aankhon wala. And Andha means blind. Next, Alokaha. Alokaha means light, that we can see here. And tamaha, what is the antonym of alokaha? Tamaha means darkness. What is seen here? Darkness. Next, data. Data means to give. One who gives is data. Donor, D-O-N-O-R. And swikarta means one who accepts. Here we can see giving and accepting. So data, giving is related to data and accepting is related to swikarta. Then last but not least, rustaha. Rustaha means displeased. Here we can see the smiley, displeased. And tustaha means pleased, खुश થયેલો. And rustaha means નારાજ થયેલો. Now let's go through video clipping of Samudra Manthan.
भगवान विष्णु ने देवताओं को परामर्श दिया कि यदि समुद्र मंथन के द्वारा समुद्र के गर्भ से अमृत प्राप्त किया जा सके तो उसे पीकर देवता अमर हो सकते हैं। क्योंकि समुद्र मंथन अकेले देवता नहीं कर सकते थे, इसलिए देवताओं के राजा इंद्र ने असुरों के राजा बलि के पास जाकर सहायता मांगी। मैं असुरराज विरोचन सुत बलि देवराज इंद्र का उपस्थित सभी देवगणों सहित स्वागत करता हूं। पधारिए महानुभावों। अब कहिए देवराज इंद्र, आपने किस प्रयोजन से हमारे यहाँ पधारने की अनुकंपा की? हे विरोचन पुत्र महाराज बलि, पृथ्वी की वानस्पतिक संपदा के अतिरिक्त समुद्र में भी अकूट विषता समाई हुई है। इसमें असंख्य मणिमाणिक्य और बहुमूल्य रत्न आदि छिपे हुए हैं। इसमें अनेक दुर्लभ औषधियां भी सम्मिलित हैं तथा और भी अनेक प्रकार के बहुमूल्य पदार्थ इसके गर्भ में डूबे हुए हैं। इस सारी निधि को प्राप्त करना अकेले न हमारे लिए संभव है न आपके लिए। यदि हम दोनों की शक्ति आपस में मिल जाए तो यह असंभव कार्य भी संभव हो सकता है। हम सब चाहते हैं कि असुरों के सहयोग से समुद्र मंथन करके उन सारे दिव्य पदार्थों को जल से बाहर निकाला जाए। अच्छी बात है, हमें स्वीकार है, परंतु जो कुछ समुद्र से प्राप्त होगा वो देवताओं और असुरों में आधा आधा बांटा जाएगा। स्वीकार है? जी आचार्य, हमें स्वीकार है। अब समुद्र मंथन का महान कार्य आरंभ हुआ। सबसे पहले उसमें से हलाहल विष निकला। उस विष में इतनी गर्मी थी कि उसके बाहर निकलते ही सृष्टि जलने लगी। उसे सहन करना न सुरों के वश में था न असुरों के। तब भगवान शिव ने सृष्टि की रक्षा के लिए उस हलाहल विष को अपने कंठ में धारण कर लिया। जग कल्याण हेतु शिव जी की जय हलाहल सारा, जिसके कारण उनका कंठ नीला हो गया। इसीलिए भगवान शिव का एक नाम नीलकंठ भी है। इस प्रकार सागर से जब विष निकल गया तो फिर मंथन के द्वारा समुद्र के गर्भ से दैवी संपदाएं प्राप्त हुई। स्वयं भगवान धन्वंतरी अमृत का कलश लेकर समुद्र से प्रकट हुए।
अमृत का घट लेकर प्रगटे धन्वंतरी भगवान।
अस्तु।